I'm Rose Drumnick, President of the Natural Health Club Foundation. Today I'm here with Dr. Peter Amato. Dr. Amato, it's a pleasure having you, and I'm glad to interview you today because it has been a long-awaited moment. Over the years, I have referred and spoken to hundreds of your clients, and the results are amazing. Can you tell the viewers about Inner Harmony and what you offer and why you have such a long waiting list?
Well, first of all, good morning, Ms. Rumnett. It's great to see you as always, and thank you for stopping by. Inner Harmony started actually way back when. It started in 1997, back in the United States, Pennsylvania. We had a freestanding wellness center, 4,200 square feet, and we built a team-based, multidisciplinary healthcare system, all under one roof, way ahead of our time. Basically, we surrounded ourselves with different healthcare providers of various disciplines to support a mind, body, and spirit-based healing system that took care of all of the symptoms and addressed the root problems of people's issues, health concerns, as well as their spirituality, stress reduction, and ways of being in the world. And that was the beginning. And since then, we went hospital-based. And in the early 2000s, we were invited into a Mercy healthcare system. And Inner Harmony became mainstreamed into the hospital setting where doctors and specialists would refer their patient clients to Inner Harmony before surgery, after surgery, or just for general wellness. We thrived. And eventually, as you know, my home was in the Caribbean. And having been here for 35 years, I opened up a little wellness center here in Simpson Bay, another branch of Inner Harmony Wellness Center. And we've been friends for a long, long time, and you've influenced not only my health, my personal life, but the people of St. Martin. And together, we've brought wellness to not only the island, but all islands within the Caribbean. I wanted to thank you so much for stopping by today.
Why does what you do work compared to what the other practitioners do?
Well, the reason why it works is because we not only address the symptoms, but we work toward removing the root of the problem. You see, infectious diseases of the past were basically the education that the doctors of today have learned in medical school. But we don't have infectious diseases anymore, like polio, tuberculosis. We have what's called chronic diseases, chronic infections. We're all familiar with them, by the way. They start with little bumps and bruises and aches and pains, and sometimes they just don't go away. And over time, they get progressively worse, progressively worse. And medicine, as you know, is only a scattershot effect. It really just focuses on one pill for all. But here we address the root of the problem as well as the symptoms. We find that most people suffer from digestive issues as well as hormonal balances. And unless you address the whole orchestra, all of the players of the orchestra, you're never going to get to the root of the problem. That's our gift and our work here at Inner Harmony.
Doc, tell us about your background and what is next for you, Doc?
And thanks for asking. I've been involved in the healing arts business for over 20 years. And my journey began actually I actually wrote a book about it called Soul Silence. But basically, I went down the wrong roads in my life many years ago, drugs and alcohol. And my father was an advocate he had chronic heart fatigue, so he was always sick, and he always had health issues and concerns. My mom would wheat germ, he would be taking vegetables and sitz baths and steam inhalation therapy. And we had a gentleman coming to the house with vitamins before we even knew what vitamins were. So I think a lot of that rubbed off on me, as I got more healthy in my own life. And basically I went to school for a bachelor's degree in nutrition to find out how I could live better. And then eventually a master's degree in psychology. And then finally I took the long 6-year journey of becoming a doctor of mind-body medicine and integrative health sciences. And that's been my calling, and that's touched my life, and now I bring that out to others throughout the world.
What is the process to become a client of Inner Harmony?
Not everyone is ready for Inner Harmony. When people come here, it's really a decision, it's a change, it's a lifestyle. So they need to prepare their thoughts, their mind, and their family, and know what they're in store for, because it's time consuming to create changes. It sometimes is much different than anyone was ever used to. So to come here, we sit them down, we talk to them, we educate them, we talk about lifestyle, stress, and changes. The journey here takes months. People come once a month, 3 months to 5 months. Could be a year, could be 2 years if they're sick. Or people can just come once a month just to stay ahead of the curve of the bad food and the stress in their life. But everybody comes for different reasons, and not everybody always knows why they came to Inner Harmony. Because sometimes the symptoms they have are not directly related to what's happening. They may be other departments in their life and their well-being that are interfering, causing symptoms, like stress, like career, like relationship. So we do a lot with coaching here and helping people really hone in on the issues in their tissues.
What type of issues do your clients have, and how do you help them?
Well, we have clients of all walks of life, children all the way to local folks in their 90s who come here and actually teach me. But basically, people struggling with chronic health issues, health concerns, people with diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, autoimmune disorders, bone and joint issues, sleep issues, digestive issues, people with non-regular bowel movements, if you will. And these all have relationships to each other. All of these different symptoms connect, because whole health, whole person, whole care is about peeling the onion layer by layer by layer, and it takes time. Most of us have gone our whole life with eating out of bags, boxes, and cans, and let's face it, the food quality today is nowhere like it was when we were small, when even tomatoes tasted like tomatoes. You know, now food is made in factories rather than farms. A lot of genetically modified foods out there, and most of us, you know, not eating a whole food-based, plant-centric diet, you know, with fast foods and good old Kentucky and Busta, people are in trouble. So they're finally coming to places like Inner Harmony Wellness Center to learn what's going on. Let's face it, our diet is the leading cause of death. Nobody really knows that. So that's why they end up on our doorstep. Maybe they've been everywhere else or tried the pill for the ill style of medication, and then they come here and we peel the onion one layer at a time and restore their health and their vitality.
Yes, Doc. I have one more question for you. Do you work alone, and do you take insurance?
I do not work alone. We have a team-based health practice here. I'm a PhD of mind-body medicine and integrative health sciences. I also have a medical doctor on the team who is schooled in functional medicine. Local girl, born and raised on the island, educated in the States, went to medical school in Aruba, is now on the team a few days a week here. Under my tutelage, I'm teaching her everything I know, but more than that, she's teaching me everything she knows. Also, we have an integrative health coach, a gal from the French side who was educated at the Integrative Nutrition in New York City, one of the finest on the land. And Charlotte Vives is here on the team now with health coaching, taking people aside, taking them shopping to the food stores, teaching them how to read labels, what to have for each meal of the day, what to snack with, how to cook, what oils to use, what vegetables are best for them, what fruits. And we're really having a great time with our integrative approach, and people are coming from all over the Caribbean, the States, and even Europe.
Well, Doc, the pleasure was mine having you here with us today, and thank you for your time, and it was really a pleasure.